Okay, we're backing up. Hey guys, early in the morning, but welcome to the show tonight. We are going to have a Tech Tuesday for you. We're also going to give you part 2 of my C8 accessory build of Rapid Blue 2.0. There she is. Looking good. I said it before, man, that car looks good, dirty. But she's, don't look, she's naked. No, no logo. We're going to take care of that today for you too. It's going to be the 70th logo, as it should be. Well, let's check in with Chuck, make sure he's ready to go. Yeah, Chuck is here. Thank goodness he's here for Tech Tuesday. We tried to screw with you guys a little bit. Most of you guys understood. We were making an attempt to just entertain. We had to participate in April Fool's some way, somehow, at ESO Special to the channel. That's why it did affect some of you the way that it did. But right now, no kidding, he is a little cranky. Not sure if we'll talk about that, but a lot of times the premise of our Tech Tuesday is to teach you guys stuff. I got to tell you, you taught me something last week. We'll have an extended conversation from one of the questions you sent in, and hopefully other people will learn from it as well. Oh, time for a cigarette break. We're just in time. And as we finish up tonight, we're going to share off, and we say this every week, but you know what, it's true. We got some good-looking cars to show off in the beautiful ride segment. Thanks again for joining us. Hey, I'm just in time for cigarette break. You got one for me?
What?
Okay, cranky but in good spirits. I got to thank you for playing along with April Fool's. It was a lot of fun. He was almost a little reluctant. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, remember we talked about this last year. It's like, come on, man. And we had to try something. Some guy said, hey, that was horrible acting. I saw Chuck's demeanor. Now, you guys are analyzing us way too much. We planted some seeds along the way. I thought I did a good job on that. Give me some credit there. And some people did fall for it. We went into the big somber, oh, Chucky's gone. The great video. It was fun video clips. Sure. I forgot about some of those. So
me too.
It was fun digging those up. Yeah. It was fun. But thanks for understanding that what we try to do, there was a couple nasty comments. Screw you guys. It's just like, this is all fun information and experiences, and that's what you're going to get on this channel. Once in a while, we'll throw you a curveball, and it was April Fool's, so we try to do it on that Friday to kind of give you that curveball, but you're still on to us. So I tell you what though, I give CorvetteBlogger.com great credit. Theirs was a great April Fool's. They did this big full thing. It looked like it came from Chevrolet, that the E-Ray for 2024 would have 4-wheel steering and a crab walk like it did on the Hummer. So I was like, well done, guys. Nice job, Keith.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with an official Tech Tuesday, and then we'll start accessorizing Rapid Blue 2.0.
Casino.
How come every time? Every time I turn this camera on, that stupid, is that what that is? A freaking your casino game?
No, it's just a.
You got Scooby-Doo or something going on over on your phone. Mario. Okay, something like that. I knew that. Okay, so we're back here at Smoke Break. I don't have a cigarette. Talking about future episodes, and I thought this was worth telling you guys tonight. So you tune in, you subscribe to the channel, you come back. I just had a nice guy call, bought a used 15 Stingray. This is important. A lot of you guys are buying used cars out there, and you only get one key fob. He says, hey, I want to buy another. He goes, well, actually has the key fob, so he's going to bring it in and wants to have it programmed. He goes, oh, can I do it myself? I said, well, you got to remember, it's going to get confused. Do you have 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s? And then you and I were talking, expand on that just a little bit so they tune in for the future episode of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the key fobs, obviously the car had 2 key fobs programmed to it originally.
Yeah, it became new.
Yeah, the memory seat functions only work in position 1 and 2. You can add up to 6, 7, 8 key fobs, but key fob 3 through 6, 7, 8 is only going to start the car and unlock it.
Okay, so the other functions won't work.
The other memory seat functions and all that stuff won't work. They only work in position 1 and 2. So if he brings his car to me, what I'm going to do is go ahead and delete them all. Okay. And then reprogram his 1 key fob and his new key fob in position 1 and position 2. That way the memory seat functions will work. Okay. With both those fobs.
All right, and that's why they call him the star of Tech Tuesday. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm just checking to see if you're ready. I'm just glad that you're here. Glad you guys are here too. Look at this little thing that somebody sent us on viewer mail. I don't know, what do you call this? Some Hollywood clapboard or something like that. This is roll 2, scene 4, take 3. Tech Tuesday is on. I just wanted to do that. Got to make it official.
Of course.
Got a lot to share with you guys today. Thanks again for joining us. It is great to see you. I got one email here that still is kind of talking about our April Fool's joke. But we got some technical stuff, and I'm going to help you guys learn from my mistakes. Sometimes when he and I, it's so hard. You guys have no idea when we set these up to do these with you.
Right.
We do them a lot of times just off the top of our head. So I actually learned something from you guys on last week's question. We're going to share that with everybody today in regards to the C8 PDR mass delete of your recorded settings in there. So I'm going to let you go first.
All right.
You got a little bit of a novel here, but this is still fun.
Yeah, not bad. This one comes from Roger. Says, I have recently purchased a 21 C8, 27 months old with 5,400 miles on it, and it did not have the DCT canister filter change service since it had not reached 7,500 mile requirement. I guess the original owner forgot about the 24-month requirement, evidently.
Right.
Should I have the filter change done now, I guess at my expense, or just wait for the 36-month DTC filter change? Really, it's not a time thing, it's a mileage thing. So, I mean, if you can stretch it out for 36 months without going over 7,500, then yeah. But if it gets close to that 7,500 mile mark, you definitely want to have that filter changed.
Yeah, we've talked about it constantly, how the DCT canister filter is undoubtedly the first line of defense. And we've proved it with everything that I did in my 2021, how well it was maintained and how it really did protect the transmission. So that's important, but don't discard your oil changes. Sometimes you'll get reminders about the oil change, and we'll tell you guys constantly, just spend a couple $100 or whatever it is at your shop, do the oil change, but hold on to the DCT canister filter and topping off your fluid until you're closer to the service interval of 7,500 miles, as Chuck mentioned.
Correct. Oh, the other question Roger had.
Well, and here's some good news too.
I forgot. Well, hold on. Okay. He wants to know about this Zeus bronze.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the Zeus bronze die-cast model that Roger sent in the viewer mail?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me.
I'll tell you that it's in my office.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to go to you.
Is this like my chair that you used for like a few months before I got it?
Well, I was just assuming out of the kindness of his heart that he'd say, oh, Rick, you got all this beautiful die-cast collection. You go ahead and keep it. So I did, but I never told him until now. And he really didn't. He asked me about it before we went on, and he goes, hey, what's this about? I go, hey, just ask me on camera, and I'll let you know. So Roger goes, in the email, I think he said, he goes, well, how can I make sure that Chuck actually gets one? So my friend,
you got two.
No, I think Roger's going to be kind in his heart and send another one.
Oh,
because I was a jerk and kept the first one.
Alrighty.
I'm still keeping it. But here, let's get back on topic. Let's say Roger bought this car. This is good information for you guys, because people are buying C8s out there right now. We're getting some in, so this is something to talk about in regards to the servicing. So say you bought, and here's the key thing that you'd mentioned, it was 27 months. So yes, you're past the 2-year interval in which Chevrolet would have covered that. But say you bought the car used and it was like 18 months in from the original purchase. Chevrolet, you as a second owner, will take care of that first service even though you didn't buy the car new. So that does follow the car. I thought that was really good news.
Yep, follows the car just like the rest of the warranty. So.
Correct, yes, thank you. All right, this is still playing off our April Fool's joke. I mean, like we said at the beginning of today's show, give us an A for effort and creativity and just having fun with you guys. This one comes from Rob. He says, so I caught a piece of your vlog last night, and I'm sorry to hear that Chuck is leaving. As I read this, I realized he was throwing me a curveball and throwing me an April Fool's joke, and it was a good one. He goes, may the powers that be move Nate back into that position. But I was ahead of you on this one, Rick. I was talking to someone at McMulkin Chevrolet last Monday, and they said they hired a new shop guy to head their Corvette crew. His name happens to be Chuck from Ohio. Having a lucid moment, I thought, this must be Father Chuck. He said that they offered him a nice house, only 20 minutes from the shop, twice what he was making at Coughlin, better benefits, a Corvette, and after all the negotiated moving expenses, I'm looking forward to meeting him.
So you haven't seen the U-Haul?
So now he really is leaving. What the hell? Rob, thank you. Very nice. I appreciate that. It was cute. I'm glad you guys are having fun with us. That's what it's all about. Let's get back on topic. More. This is in depth right here. Going to try and give some advice and help you the best we can. Thanks for sending as much information as you did, because this will help him answer this the best that he can in this scenario.
Yes, this one comes from Aaron. It says, hello, Rick. My 2020 C8 Z51 with 16,000 miles, while in stop-and-go traffic, suddenly started to shake violently on acceleration, and the CEL illuminated, along with traction control off indicator, the dash warning message, flash rear axle system off, service traction control, and service ESC. Pulled over, waited 20 minutes, started the car, and the issue remained. I also know the fans were on for an extended period of time, including after the car was parked overnight. It was a cool day, 63 degrees, and the coolant stayed around 181 degrees. Plugged in the OBD2 and pulled two codes out, a P124C and a P0305 code. Any idea what the cause is? And Rick will show you the pictures that he sent us.
Yeah, they've been up on the screen while we've been talking about this. And
yes,
I know you and Nate talked about it off camera, and I'll let you elaborate the best you can.
Well, all the lights that come up on the car was because the car was misfiring the service traction control. That's been going on forever. Once they start missing, the traction control's off because the car's missing. Same way with the ESC light and the rear axle system off. All that is related to this misfire. Luckily, you got a P305, which tells you it is number 5 cylinder. And then he sent us the stuff for the P124C, which says the cylinder 5 injector positive voltage control circuit shorted. So that's more than likely what's going on with the car. Something shorted out in number 5 injector. The injector is either plugged or shorted, or you need to run it into your local dealer and have it checked out. It's more than likely an injector.
How many times do we talk about, though, how key the components are to the electric items on this car that will sometimes they'll send false information. They're like, oh, you think it's this or you think it's this, and sometimes it's just the battery. But now we're getting into the C8, and there's so much electronics that you really need to know what rabbit hole you're chasing.
Right, and the computers turn this stuff off while the engine is misfiring to help protect these other issues or other services in your car.
Oh, okay.
That's why it turns off the traction control, the rear axle, turns all that stuff off and says service it. But really the primary issue is this number 5 misfire.
Okay. This is not a question. I just want to create a scenario to you. Somebody referred this lady to call me that watches our show, so thanks for that. I'm really baffled by this one. She's out in Vegas. She's got a 2022 Corvette. So if this lady brought her car in under this scenario, give me an idea what you would say or any additional questions you may ask or what the course of action would be from there. So 22 Corvette, 28,000 miles, being serviced from the same dealership. It had been 8,100 miles since her last oil change at that dealership. While she's driving the car died. Got it towed to the dealership. There's no oil in the engine. They told her, well, you need to be changing your oil every 3,000 miles. That's wrong. And I asked her, well, did you have any leaking or anything in your garage floor, anywhere at work? She says, no, there was no leaking of any kind. Wow. So the car just died while she's driving it. And it was only 8,100 miles since the last service interval where she had an oil change at that dealership. And then the dealership got back to her. So she's still under factory warranty, mind you. But they told her she's got to buy a new engine.
All right.
Yeah, I know that's a lot to throw at you. He didn't know about this one either. When I talk about we're spontaneous, sometimes we are spontaneous.
I mean, it's only 600 miles past due on an oil change, but still, that don't explain why it had no oil in the engine. I mean, where'd it go? Right,
exactly. So it sounds like a mechanical failure that would be, in my opinion, maybe yours as well, would be a warranty item. But it's not for us to determine. That's for Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's not our call. All we could do would be to report to Chevrolet what we got, and then they would make the decision how to proceed, whether they wanted to send engineers out to look at the car or put a motor in it, tear it down and see what happened. And then the ball becomes in their court, and we have to follow what they tell us to do. So
I told her it was unfortunate, and that's one thing I did suggest to her. It's like, hey, you need to get a field engineer to come and look at that car and find out why it's in the condition and why it lost all its oil.
And if I was her, I'd probably make a call to the GM Cares.
She did.
Okay. And
it's not going too well. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
that
conversation right now. So no, it's a delicate situation. I think you need to get more people involved to get her a resolution. I think that she's entitled to, in my opinion.
Well,
based on the information now that she's given me.
Right.
You know how it is. Somebody could be not telling the full story, but I'm just saying.
I tell people all the time, you can lie to me all you want. Your car's going to tell me the real story. So. It usually does. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last thing I want to do, and thank you guys for watching last week, somebody had sent in a question for Tech Tuesday and said, hey, how do I do a mass delete of all these recordings I have in my PDR, my C8 Corvette? And I just haven't played around with that, and I didn't know. We were just talking, and I've taken my card out because I do a lot of editing for the channel, and I said, yeah, probably doing it that way on the computer and deleting it is the best way to go. A ton of you said, wait a minute, dummy. Okay, thank you for all the text, all the emails, all the slaps in the face and the kicks you know where. I get it. I heard you. And when I'm wrong, I'm not afraid to admit it. But I want everybody to learn from it, and that's really the whole premise of our Tech Tuesday format. It's not just necessarily the people that send in the question, but hopefully the Corvette audience and the community benefits as well. So there is a quick, easy way to delete all those recordings, as the guy originally asked me in last week's email, so thanks again. You go to the PDR tab, which I'm going to jump in the car and show you again, but very quickly, you go to the PDR tab, you go to the settings tab, you scroll down to SD card information, press format card, and then it'll ask you if you want to delete everything. Press yes. When you press yes, it'll erase everything that's on that PDR, just like that. Jump in the car, I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to continue showing you the progression of my C8 accessory build of my 2023 Corvette on Rapid Blue 2.0. Today we're going to cover a lot of carbon fiber interior pieces parts, and you can get a discount on these things that I'm putting in my car if you go to PARAGONperf.com. Okay guys, in the Corvette, let's show you what we were talking about, which you told me so I can share with the audience a way to mass delete recordings on your PDR SD card. So go into your PDR icon there, come over here to settings, scroll down to SD card information, hit format card. Then it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to do this? Because you're going to delete all the stuff just like that. Yeah, bam, let's do it, man. Here we go. Ready to go. Everything's gone. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks for the feedback. I have so much fun talking Corvette with you. All right, let's get into the C8 accessory build of my 2023 Corvette. I want to take you along every step of the way, show you so far what we've done to the car, what we're about to do today, and you bet there's a lot more to come. All right, finally got some nice weather. Let me give you a quick update outside. We've done 3 different percentages of tint. On my sides, I've got 25%. On the front window, I've got 50%. And on the back window, just that little back window of the hardtop convertible, I've got 5%. Now, even though I've got tint on the front windshield, I'm still going to use one of those windshield sun reflectors. It's kind of silver, really repels a lot of the heat. And I'll tell you what, it dissipates so much heat inside, you would be shocked. Even if you don't do tint on your windshield, get one of those. I don't have one to show you right now, but get one of those. They make a huge difference on the inside of your car. And it's more important, I think, to have that on a 3LT car, so you don't have to worry about that delamination of that gorgeous interior. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me for this segment. We're sharing part 2 of the progression of C8 accessories that I'm adding to my car. Right now, for the most part tonight, we're going to show you everything that you can do on your own. I'm going to change this out here. Yes, the sill plate, and no, it's not going to be the 70th anniversary one. And you're probably thinking, well, Rick, you said the 70th anniversary acknowledgement was so important to you on this 2023 car, and it is. Well, then you're probably thinking, why did I do 5% of the back window to cover up the 70th anniversary acknowledgement? Because I got it on the front nose. And we're going to do something here I think goes with the whole theme of the car. These sills I've got that I'm about to show you guys, I bought from the National Corvette Museum, and I thank Michael in Florida, who also bought these for me. I didn't get a chance to show you on a viewer mail segment, but looks like we're going to have an extra one for a giveaway. Thank you, Michael. You're always so thoughtful, man. I really appreciate that. So these are just, yeah, lick it and stick it. We'll go right on there. Before I put anything on, I always want to, oh my gosh, look how my God, that looks fantastic. Just want to see how it looks on there. Oh yeah, I like it. Use an alcohol wipe to get all the dirt and crap off there, so we're just going to peel this off carefully and stick it right on there. Okay, the driver's side is done, and what I didn't tell you guys on the install, make sure you take this 90-degree lip and let it go flush right against the car. Yes, this piece right here will go over top of the factory silver. Don't let that bother you. Let it go over top. You can see how nice it is right here. It covers and it holds, and you don't have anything right here where you have a chance of getting your pant leg or a shoe or anything like that caught underneath. So get that flush there, stick her down, and enjoy it. Looks fantastic on your C8 Corvette. All right, guys, let's have some more fun. Let's continue with the accessory build of my 2023 Corvette. Some of the stuff that I'm doing to my car might just give you ideas to do to your car. My goal here now is to cover as much as the factory silver in this beautiful carbon fiber overlay from Paragon Performance. If you like any of this stuff, or you want to get all of this stuff at checkout on ParagonPerf.com, use the word Conti to get an additional 5% off. All right, I want to clean these speaker covers with my alcohol wipes, and let me reposition the camera. Well, that way you guys can see what we're doing here. These beautiful carbon fiber overlays from Paragon Performance. And I love what they do with this perimeter tape here, even around the speaker covers, because if you like to listen to the music loud like I do, you're not going to get any vibration. And you can see how thin this is, so the contour and the fit is going to be fantastic. It's not very bulky. So what I like to do before I peel any of this off, because it's like a lick it, stick it, one and done, you know what I mean? I practice a couple of times putting it on, because some people, I don't want to see in the silver. Okay, so you want to make sure where you're putting it so you don't see in the silver. I mean, you're going to see some of the trim right here. That's part of the button, so you're going to see that, but I don't want to see anything up in here. I don't want to see anything up in here. And this fit is absolutely stunning, and the carbon fiber matches the GM carbon fiber. Very nice, guys. So you know what? I feel pretty good here. I know I want to watch this piece up here on the top that you probably can't see. Let's peel this off and give it a shot. Yes, guys, I've got a blue knife. I like things to match, and that's why I'm doing this carbon fiber interior trim. I know the center console piece that looks like and emulates the Z06, that level 2 carbon fiber. I know they offer that as an overlay, but I'll tell you what, man, I'm real nervous about overlaying carbon fiber on the 3LT leather. I'm going to be reserved on that. I want that, but right now I'm gonna pass. So I get a little more bold, because I think that's a one-shot deal. You better be sure, and it better be perfect. I don't want to destroy that leather. Another fun and informative Tech Tuesday, I hope, for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And when we're done messing around with my car here, giving you some more ideas on what to do to your car, we are going to show off your cars at a beautiful ride segment. So hang on just a second. You know, I'm real excited about this. I think it's going to elevate and class up my interior. And then, of course, I'm going to jack it up, and you guys are going to make fun of me because I'm going to put some logos and my name on the nacelles. I think is where I'm going to go with that. I was like, I got to do that because I use this car as a tool from a marketing standpoint for a write-off. So I've got to do that. So that's coming soon in a future video. Right now, let's dress up the car and have fun with it. You are looking at the edited version, but this is a pain in the butt taking these things off. Okay, they're all off. Remember, my concern was on the top, where it's going to be most visible. Did I get that covered well? I think we did good, guys. Oh my gosh, it fits like a glove. Oh yeah, lick it and stick it, baby boy. Look at that shit, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes, oh my God, does that look great? Well, what do you think? You guys like it? I think it looks good. Let's work on these pieces here. I know I could have went with a stealth package, but I really wanted the carbon fiber. And again, this carbon fiber really matches up nice with the GM carbon fiber. Haven't taken the sticky off yet. I want to make sure that it goes on, so practice a couple of times. How are you going to push it on there? Look and make sure that all the silver's covered up. And I'll tell you what, this, oh my gosh, this fits like a glove. This should be an easy one. Okay, let's get this on there. And I know we just tested it and it fits really nice, but I still like to start on the top edge and then kind of roll it down this way. That way I'm assuring that there's no silver showing up in here, but we can just kind of slide it in there. Oh yeah, that goes on really nice. Okay, there she's pushed in there. Let's push her down. All over. Oh, look at that. Whoa, yeah, does that look good? Yes. Let's do some more. Yeah, buddy, we've got these two door overlay switches, and always test the overlay. And this, I mean, I didn't have to do anything. It just goes right on there. It covers beautifully. Let's get this tape off and let's get this thing on. This looks like it's just gonna go right on there. Nice, man. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh my God. Oops, yeah. Beautiful accent. Yes, thank you, Paragon. All right, piece number 2 is in, and boy, is it looking good. Now, this is the area that you know that you can get carbon fiber level 2 on Z06. I know there's guys, including Paragon, that offer an overlay to go over top of the Snappa leather, including the door cover, including the mode selector. I'm not there yet. We're going to do this part right now, though, and I think that'll look really nice. Really wanted to show you guys the install. I can't do this with one hand, but I did want to remind you, if you're using this piece right here to cover the park, reverse, and drive buttons, number one, it's going to look fantastic on the interior, but be careful. It's very thin, very delicate. What I also noticed is that you actually have to go in front of just a little bit. You got to kind of tuck in front of the reverse and drive buttons and then slide back towards you and then put it down. So I'm going to show you the final product here in just a second. But oh my God, once you get it on there, guys, yes, be very careful. Don't be in a hurry, but boy, does that look. That looks outstanding. And again, it matches the GM carbon fiber. Really like this. And don't forget to get that 5% discount on these pieces parts. ParagonPerf.com. Put Conti in checkout for the coupon. All right, let's do that. And that. So there's a passenger door speaker. Still got to do the door switch. This piece right here can be difficult. You can get it where it doesn't actually hook up right here. The key is to actually tuck it in here first. Like I said before, start at the top, push it down underneath like that, and it contours beautifully. This one turned out great, and it looks fantastic. All right, guys, I got to pick up the pace here. We're running out of daylight. I appreciate you spending the time with us. I'm showing you the progression of the accessory build of my 2023 Corvette, doing a lot of interior stuff right now. Carbon fiber interior from Paragon Performance. Yes, this is the engine start button. Going to use some tape to help guide it. Double-sided tape again, but I want to make sure I line up this little hole right there so it shows the light on the start-stop button. So you guys can't see that from your vantage point, but I just want to let you know what I'm doing. Look at this surprise in here, this beautiful box from Paragon Performance. I have no idea what's in here yet, so I'll open that with you guys on the channel and see if it's going to be something that ties into our theme and if we're going to use it. And oh yeah, man, carbon fiber paddle shifters. Hell yeah, I'm going to use those. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. And these look like they are they what I'm thinking? Like a two-part? Yeah, they're two-part. So one comes in from the back side here, and the other one comes in from this front side. Oh, yeah, sharp. Ooh, man, those feel good, too. I actually might use the paddles now. Oh, those fit nice. Oh, yeah, dude. Now, eventually, I'm probably going to do a whole new steering wheel, but we'll talk more about that in a future vlog. But for right now, oh, baby. Yeah, thanks again, guys.
That's a wrap.
It is. Oh, okay, should write that on there. Oh, there's a pen right in the back here. I should write that. I guess that's a wrap. But before we go, what are we going to do now, Chuck?
We're going to show you your beautiful ride.
You're damn right.
Too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see I can't wait. discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I